Good morning, Katie. Thank you for your patience. So let's find out about you and Mitchell. But before I pull the cards, let me tell you what experience and wisdom has taught me. You will not regret telling someone how you feel. What you may regret is not telling, because then you'll never know. And even if Mitchell rejects you or says, no, I just think of you as friends, then you'll know and you can stop wondering. Because what if 10 years from now you think, what if I had just opened up and told him? What if? You don't want to live with those what ifs, and it's too late. So wisdom has taught me you won't regret. I told someone once how I felt, and I did not get the answer that I wanted. But at least now I know, and I don't have to wonder, what if I had told him, he would have responded the right way. And it was a blessing in disguise. And I'm not saying that that's what Mitchell is going to do, but wisdom tells me, tell him how you feel. But let's see what the cards have to say. Only take what resonates. As you know, I don't force the cards. I don't want you to either. This one flew. They are tuned in. They are watching you. Mitchell is watching you. Stalking, searching social media. They're watching you. I just got chills everywhere. And you know what that means. Chills means I am on the right track. So these two fell face down on that's tuned in. And then the death card pulled up. Don't get scared, because this is not, first of all, it's not a real death. Second of all, the death makes room for a new beginning. The lack mentality I'm feeling. You may feel like you don't deserve someone who would adore you, who would stop the lack mentality. Rebirth. This is a new beginning. New beginning starts now. This is your sign. Death to the old way. We're going to start with the even ifs, not the what ifs. The even if Mitchell says no, you will be just fine. But let's see what the two that were face down on this. You have the Magician, Katie, and promises. This is what wants to come in. Somebody, whether it's Mitchell or not, is very much in tune to your social media. What's going on in your life. They cannot wait for you to post again, because it gives them an insight into your life. Promises. Promises made, promises kept. And this here, my friend, is first of all, we're all the Magician. All these cards represent all things that can happen and are happening in our life, but they pop up to remind us that you have everything you need right here on earth. This is an action card. This means go. This is your sign. I'm thinking that this tells you that you should open up and share your feelings, because no matter what, you have everything. All the signs are represented. You have everything you need right here to make it through whatever happens, the even ifs. But this is what wants to come in, Katie. Promises made, promises kept. Let's keep going with this deck. Tell us more about this tuned in. That one came out fast too. Virgo energy. And remember, I know that Mitchell isn't a Virgo, but we go by the energy behind the signs. Logical, obsessed, dedicated. I told you, promises made, promises kept. I don't even know where that saying came from. It's not a saying I take or use. But Virgo energy, they are obsessed. They're dedicated. They are single visioned on you. And you got the World, and it fell right on top of the promises card. Everything, contentment, fulfillment, travel. This is the World card. Everything coming together. Major cycle completed. So you've got, this is a major arcana card. This is a major arcana card, and this is a major. So my Faded Encounter deck is love deck, but with the major ones in, and the major ones pop up because you're jumping through major cycles in a journey. Let's get one or two more from here, and then we're going to switch it up. We're going to get one more. Obsessed. Can't make, am I holding this upside down? Of course I am. They're obsessed, lust, desire. There's something there. There's a lot there, Katie. And somebody's got to make the first move. All right, let's get a few from the messages of love oracle. This is going to be directly Mitchell's energy. We'll see if we can grab it and see what's going on currently in their life, because, you know, a lot of times distance or, you know, lack of reciprocation can be things that they are dealing with. So we've got self-love and absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. That's why they're stalking your social media. They don't know how to come forward. They don't know how to show up the way that you deserve. Maybe they're feeling some type of lack mentality, and you opening up and being the first one to make the first move, which I know is so difficult, but there's little ways. I really think that some men are so oblivious to like the signs we think we're giving them that says, hey, I like you. Hey, I like you. Why aren't you paying attention? When really they're just so oblivious. They think they're in the friend zone. So they're missing you. That's why we've got this tuned in, and that's what's making them even more obsessed. But this is what they want to bring in. Self-love. They're taking care of themselves right now. I'm still trying to heal. There's something from their past. And I know that I've said this before, that there's something, they could still have feelings for their ex and just trying to resolve those issues, which is fine. But look, I want to tell you the truth. I think they're just looking for more of a green light from you. Give them that green light. And we can try to explore what that green light might look like. I should have expressed myself better. They may be feeling it's too late. But if you give them that green sign, that go-ahead sign, they're kind of like at a yield right now. They're kind of testing out the traffic. They're seeing if they can pull out. It's time. It's time for you to reveal. And my printer is like resetting itself, which it did when I first turned it on over 8 minutes ago. So there's your sign. This printer was going off. They want to tell you the truth. Let's see what deck I want to use. Let's kind of see what might be holding this back. This is the relationship and singles deck. Let's see what might be holding this back. From one or both sides of you. Let's kind of see. But this, I mean, they're still trying to heal, but then they want to tell you something. And they've been in this kind of push-pull. Should they, shouldn't they? Let's see. Oh, all right. You're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Looking inside yourself, that self-love, needing to... No one else is going to fill those holes, fill those voids. We have to, and then everyone else is sprinkles on our Sunday. But that doesn't mean that you can't be in a relationship while you're still healing. Let's get one more. Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. Yeah, there's some self-esteem issues here going on with one or both of you. Feel like the other person is, you know, too good for you. They're better off. I'm not quite sure what. I can't think of the word. Get a few more from... We're going to use my Romance and Love Oracle deck. This is what I use for, like, up-and-coming love, or if I feel something blooming. I'm going to also pull from my tarot deck for you, because I want to kind of see. Oh, all right, we're going to take these two. This is the one that fell out first. Individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. So, and I think something like this might have come up before. They're afraid of losing themselves again, getting lost in their partner, some type of codependency. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together, and an offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. And we got, I want to tell you the truth. We've got a lot of self-love cards that have come out. So there's definitely some clarifiers there. And then just relax. See that word up there? Just relax. Everything is going to work out. I do really think that they are looking for some type of green light. And so are you. You're like, well, I don't want to share what I'm feeling until you give me the green light. And both of you are both feeling the exact same way, just waiting for the other person to say something. Wisdom tells me you won't regret. You won't regret it. Even if it's a no, you won't regret it, Katie. Maybe in the moment it'll feel like regret. In the end, I promise you, you won't regret sharing how you feel about somebody. So we've got the hair. We're going to do two from the regular tarot because I do want to use another deck, love deck. You got the Chariot and the Hierophant, two more major arcana cards. So the wands, the swords, and the cups and that, those are like kind of daily, weekly kind of things that go on in our daily lives. Whereas the major arcana, like I said, are leaps and bounds. The Hierophant, stay true to who you are. Don't change. You don't need to change. You don't need to fit into any type of mold that Mitch will like you. He likes you for who you are. Stay connected to spirit. This also could be the marriage card. You got the proposal card. But this really is sticking true to who you are. Stay connected to spirit, but be open to, you know, seek counsel from other people who might know more about the spiritual world than you are. But this is to stay true to your values, and this is something's coming in hot. So you in the driver's seat. Stay focused on the goal. Stay focused on what Katie wants, what Katie needs, not just out of romance, but out of everything in your life. You're in the driver's seat. God, your higher self, the universe is guiding you here. Kind of put blinders on. You're laser focused on your goals, your dreams. And then everything else is sprinkles on top. But you've got something coming in, and victory is guaranteed here. All right, so let's see. I do want to use the heart's hidden secrets to kind of find out where are we going. When is this all gonna come together? And I do want to get you one of my oracle messages, just a general oracle message. Katie. And remember, I'm getting chills and I like Katie. Remember this card? Where is it? Where's that death? Death, rebirth, beginnings. Try again, new directions, start over. Obviously, not all these words are going to fit because they kind of contradict each other. So keep trying. You got a new beginning that wants to come in. Because a lot of times, delays and a closed door doesn't mean it's locked. God could be saying, is this what you really want? I think I've said this to you before. Knock. Try the lock again. Try a different key. I really do feel there's something between you and Mitchell. I do not think he'll run away. Escaping. But I think that might be what he's doing now because he's healing. That healing card, that self-love, all those self... I don't... Of course this card comes out. But again, these things pop up to say, is this what you really want? Or was it just the fun of the chase? I don't think so. There's too many other cards here that tell me differently. Avoiding, blocking, pushing away. I feel Mitchell could be pushing this away because last time he got lost in a love, in a relationship. And he's afraid of that happening again. But ecstasy, chasing thrills, chasing a good time when really deep down he knows that this is what he wants. Promises made, promises kept. I don't want to waste time. Oh, well, here it is. And the tuned in card. And just have to relax. Stop thinking that you're unlovable or that you need rescuing. You've got the World card. The Virgo energy, the obsessed card. I'm telling you. What do we got? Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. What you are manifesting is coming. It is coming in. That Chariot card is your clarification. One more. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. They're definitely affected. You getting closer to you stirred up all these old emotions, and they're in their healing phase right now. But I do honestly feel that opening up and sharing a little bit, not asking for anything big right away. I definitely wouldn't be like, oh, I see us getting married. Slow and steady wins the race. Opening up even just a tiny bit, and then pausing and letting them respond, letting there be some uncomfortable silence, sitting through some uncomfortable silence, waiting for the reply. You won't regret it, Katie. You won't. I'm not saying share and spill all the beans of how you feel, but I would give him a little. Give him a little more. Oh, this is being stubborn. Trust. Trust in the divine. Trust in the messages you were receiving. Trust music you may hear, a song that catches your attention more than anything else. God is speaking to you at all times. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith in God, your higher self, in knowing what you want and going after it and not being afraid of the answer. Last one. Past life relationship. You've known each other before, and I think that's what some of this could be stirring up, is some of that past life. Let's get a time oracle on this. Remember, timelines change at all times. Don't get stuck on a timeline. And then I want to give you an oracle. rushing in. Something is rushing in fast. Remember I said something is coming in hot and fast? We're going to leave it at that with that one. So remember, they're absolutely tuned in. There's the death. Something new wants to come in that's going to bring you the world. And I think this isn't a death of you and Mitchell. It's a death of the mindset. Remember, we can't expect different results by trying the same thing. That's the definition of insanity. Old ways are not going to work. Gotta try something new. Be a little bit more open. Be a little bit more vulnerable with yourself. Something's rushing in. Promises made, promises kept, but we do have this self-love. Oh, and the beginnings card. There's so many clarifiers in here, but especially with the Magician. And remember, you don't need to change. Don't change for anybody. They want to tell you something. So this is just a oracle message, something that you need to focus on. It's usually what I like to start, like when I go live, which I haven't been doing lately a lot, but I don't force, neither do you. That almost came out. Oh, all right, we got two. All right, so we have align and allow. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. That, my friend Katie, is your death. I'm going to read it again. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness to come in. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flows of life. It's safe to open yourself back up, Katie. And then align. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust. Okay, can't make this up. Trust. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here right now. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. So, Katie, I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Please let me know, and good luck. Take care.